Hi, welcome to Lit Talks by Malika, a podcast where we explore the beauty and the meaning of literature and its reflection on our life. Today's episode is about Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro, a novel that questions what it truly means to be human. So, the first thing that we need to know is who is Ishiguro? Ishiguro is a British novelist born in Nagasaki, Japan. He moved to Britain at the age of 5 and grew up in Guildford. Ishiguro's multicultural background strongly influences his works. So, he often explores themes of memory, identity, and the impact of historical events. He has a lot of works. One of them is Never Let Me Go. So all of his works continue to foreground thought-provoking concepts, blending science fiction and fantasy elements, so never losing touch with Ishiguro's signature introspective approach. So the story is set in a dystopian alternate reality where human clones are raised and conditioned to become organ donors for the originals. So the narrative follows Kathy and her friends, Ruth and Tommy, who grew up together in secluded boarding school called Halsham. As they progress into adulthood, they discover the true purpose of their existence and confront the inevitable fate that awaits them. The story is split into three distinct parts: the time that characters spend at Helsham, their stay at the cottages, and finally the carers they are meant to fulfill. So, first, as carers who attend to other donors' needs, and then as donors themselves. So, our essential part in this video is humanity. Humanity is the human race, which includes every individual on earth. It refers to the qualities that make us human, such as the ability to love and have compassion, be creative, rather than as a robot or an alien. So, humanity comes from the Latin word humanitas, which means human nature, kindness. It includes all human beings, but it can also refer to the kind of feeling humans often have for each other. So, going back to our novel, identity and humanity are two prolific layers woven throughout the entire novel. The identity construction of the character is mainly under the impact of their predetermined future, which involves organ harvesting. Their predestined path is modeled by their ancestor, which governs how they view themselves and how they fit into the world. They attempted to show themselves truthfully via art, which expresses their individuality, taking the example of the music tape loved by Cassie and the artistic skills showcased by Tommy, in which he tried to defy the imposed societal rules. So Ishiguro does not define humanity by biology or birth, but by emotions, empathy, and memory. The clones long for meaning, for love, for connection, and the longing itself makes them human. So he wrote Never Let Me Go before AI became what it is today. Yet his story feels even more relevant now because we are living in a time where technology is beginning to imitate humanity. The clones in the novel were created to serve humans. Today, AI is created to assist or replace or even think like humans. Both raise the same question: what is truly make us human? Today AI can write, create art, and even speak like us, but AI does not feel like us. He doesn't feel love or pain, it stimulates them. So, this contrast reminds us that what makes us human is not knowledge or efficiency, but empathy, moral choice, and emotional connection. Just like the clones, we risk losing our sense of humanity when society becomes obsessed with productivity, control, and perfection. For me, this story reminds us that humanity is not about how long we live, but how deeply we feel and love, even in a world of control and loss. Compassion remains the most human act. So thank you for listening to Lit Talks by Malika. If the story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments. What does being human mean to you? So don't forget to subscribe for more literary journeys next week. Bye.